Hi, welcome to this video about Salesforce and ManyChat integration. If you have a lot of larger clients, enterprise level clients, chances are that they are using a enterprise level CRM just like Salesforce. And with the help of this new app, it's very easy to send your leads from inside ManyChat straight into your leads section in Salesforce. I'm going to walk you through the manual and hopefully you can help your larger clients by setting up this app. Let's get started. First of all, what's in the manual that you get when you install the app or you read the app description section in the ManyChat Appstore. You can learn how to get the app in your account and how to activate the action. You can learn how to retrieve your Salesforce data settings, such as the consumer key and consumer secret. I will tell you how you can get a valid license key if the free requests you get with this app are not enough for your customer or your Salesforce account. How to get a sample flow, how you set up the flow, the action settings, and when you need a special custom field setting, such as the ManyChat user ID. First of all, let's get the app. You can click the link in this manual if for whatever reason you are reading this before you have installed the app, or you can go to the ManyChat App Store and click the installation link. And a third possible option is that you purchased this from chattemplates.com and you received this link in your email or in your user account. What you're going to do is click the install link, and then you will see this splash screen coming up that you see here on the right side, and you click the install button, the blue one at the bottom of your screen. When you finished the installation, you will see this Salesforce successful app notification, and you can click go to app settings, which will take you to a small screen where you can read and enter your Salesforce information. How you can get this Salesforce information will be handled in the next chapters. So if you have access to a Salesforce account, I suggest you get it into another window and you follow the next steps, and you will have your data that you can fill in here in a matter of minutes. So let's get started to the next step. Retrieving your Salesforce data settings. So if you follow the screenshots, like I mentioned a couple of seconds ago, you will have all the information you need within minutes. First of all, if you log into your Salesforce account, you can see a screen similar to this one. And all you have to do is follow the numbers on these screenshots. So start with 1 and so on. And if you click the chain wheel there on the upper right side of your screen and select setup, then you will enter a screen like this. Next, you find the apps menu item on the left side and click App Manager. If you don't have an app yet, you can click the new connected app link again on the upper right side. If you click the new app, you will see a screen like this, and you can enter the information that will correspond to your business inside Salesforce. We used ManyChat, so it's clear where the app is for and what it's used with. And if you enter the settings that you can see here in the squares or rectangles, then that is sufficient. You don't have to enter the callback URL. You can just enter anything in there. It's not being used with this app, but it is an obligatory field. So once you've finished setting up these couple of things on this page, you click Save, which will take you to a screen like this. And if you click the consumer key copy button, you can enter that straight away into your ManyChat app settings. On the right side, with number 2, there's the consumer secret. If you click that link, click to reveal, it will show you the consumer secret as well. You can enter it into the app, or you can write it down somewhere for future reference. Next, you can click the Edit button on top of this screen, which will take you to a window like this, and just copy the settings that you see here in this screenshot. Permitted users, all users may self-authorize, and IP relaxation, relax IP restrictions. Then click Save again, and next we go to the security settings. You will find those on the left side in your menu as well. Click Security, then click Network Access from the Security menu, and then you can click New, as you can see with item number 3 there. Just enter the IP address that you see here on screen in the Start IP address and End IP address, and again click Save. You can use a description there as well. You can reference to our app or whatever setting you see fit for your own business or client. Next, this is an extra thing. If your app is still not working, there might be something wrong with the IP range or other security settings. You can use this optional security token. It's not obligatory to use for this to work, but in some cases, when you're troubleshooting, you might want to try this as well. Go to Settings again in the upper right side. Go to My Personal Information, click Reset My Security Token, then click Reset Security Token in the main window on the right side, and when you click that, a token will be emailed to you. So if you completed these steps, then you should be all set. You will have 50 requests each month to try this out before you make a purchase for a license to the app. I suggest you use those 50 tries before you decide to purchase it for your usage, so you are sure it will work for your business. You can purchase a license key for this app at chattemplates.com. You can search for Salesforce or look from the main menu on top of the screen, or you can of course click the link in this manual. The sample flow, you will find that in the description inside the ManyChat Appstore, and of course also with the use of this link right here on your screen, or in your purchase details on Chat Templates. Now we have to set up the actual flowbuilder action. If you install the template, the Salesforce app is installed automatically with your template, and there should be a link in your action menu, as you can see right there on your screen. Just go to Actions, or select an action if you didn't install the template. Go to your Actions menu, click the plus action and scroll all the way to the bottom where you can find the Salesforce app link. When you click that one, a new window will appear, which looks like this. And you select Add Leads into your Salesforce CRM. And when you click that one, a new screen will appear, which is the Salesforce settings screen. On this page or on this pop-up menu, you will enter the details of your lead. The ones marked with an asterisk are needed for this to work. Those are obligatory fields with Salesforce, which are the name of the company and the last name. Those are actually the only two ones. But you can, of course, use all the other information to make sure it's not an incomplete lead. So the more information you enter, the better quality lead you send to the Salesforce application. Then you can use some responses from Salesforce and save them into your custom user field. So you can use those for future reference, like the leads ID and the request status. A request status 201 means the lead is successfully entered into the Salesforce application. So you can, of course, use a condition to show your lead, your contact, some additional information, like your lead is saved into our CRM or whatever, and we will contact you shortly. Something like that. And if it's not a 201 response, you can maybe ask some additional information or send the lead through another system like email or SMS and things like that. So this concludes the settings for the Salesforce action. And now when you run your flow and the information has been asked, it will be saved into Salesforce. Now, we earlier spoke about the additional custom field, like for example, a ManyChat user ID. You might want to save that into Salesforce as well. And there's an extra field for that, which will have a specific format. I will show you that on the screen right here. The special Salesforce custom field setting. If you just have a look at this screen and study it before you create it, it's really simple. And you can actually have as many as you want, just separate them by commas. And if you follow the format right here, like you can see right there, the correct format for one of these fields is ManyChat _ID __C, which is actually the custom format of a Salesforce custom user field. If you use this format, it's automatically picking up on everything you filled in there, and it will shoot that right into your Salesforce lead. I will show you that in a second in my Salesforce application, what that will look like. So here we are in my Salesforce application. If you want to see if the lead is saved correctly, you can just click these dot matrix thingy right there on the upper left side. You click marketing and you will be sent to a marketing dashboard, which has this leads tab at the top of it. You click leads, and as you can see, this is a lead that we created by using the flow in ManyChat. And if we click the details, we can click my name right here. Click details. And as you can see right here, everything is in here. The ManyChat user ID and some additional information that we just entered in our ManyChat flowbuilder action. So as you can see, it says number of employees 12 right here, and I can show you what that looks like in our ManyChat settings. Right here, it's number of employees, it's 12. So these settings are entered correctly. Job title, dev, let me see if that's the same. Yep, it's the same right here. So as you can see, it's really easy. It only takes this little flow right there. It's all there in your template, so it should be easy to set up within a couple of minutes. Now there is one little extra feature that you might see when you install the template, and that is if you look into your Salesforce folder, you can see get your lead, the status of the request. Now that is something that we created shortly after writing the manual, but I will include it right here in the video already, which is you saw in the previous flow that we can save the lead ID as a response. When we send in the lead to Salesforce, we get back a response which includes the lead ID. We will save that as a custom user field in ManyChat, and then we can use that same lead ID to get some information back from Salesforce. So if for whatever reason you have a system where it is desirable when your lead can actually check the status of his his lead progress, so to speak, if it's already being handled and things like that, you can also select this this flow, and there's this sample right here. It's also included in the template, and if you go and have a look in the action, let's say for example we had to choose a new one, you actually get two options right here. In the beginning of this video we handled the add leads into your Salesforce CRM, and the second one is get lead information for your contact. So what that basically does is, I will show you that where we already filled that in, which is right here. This is actually a very small action. It only has one thing that you need to enter, and that is the Salesforce lead ID that you saved in the previous flow. And then you can just map the responses into your own custom user fields. And as soon as your user enters this flow, the information is of course already there because it's attached to your ManyChat contact. And then if you send that user with a status of 201, which is mentioned before, a response code for a correct request, a successful request to your Salesforce application, you can just show your user what the status of the case is and who the representative is and things like that. It's an optional feature. You can use it if it is helpful to your own personal use case. So this concludes the manual for the Salesforce app for the ManyChat Appstore. It's a fully integrated flow builder action, and it will help you with your lead generation into Salesforce. So if you have any questions, please let me know. You can send in a support ticket or contact me personally, and I will do my best to help you. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, in this short video I will show you how you can find or create your additional field, your custom user field, such as for example the ManyChat ID. First of all, you go to your Salesforce dashboard, and then you can click the setup from the upper right side, service setup, which will take you to the dashboard as you can see on the screen right now. Then you need to go to the object manager, if you do not see this Object Manager tab right here, you can type it in the search field and you will see it appear from the pull-down menu. Click on that one and you will be taken to this splash screen right here. Scroll down a little bit and find the lead object, which is right there. And from there on, you click fields and relationships. From this screen, you can enter any new field. We have already entered the ManyChat ID, but if you create a new one, just click new, select the type of field it is. In our case, it is a text field. Click next. This is where you enter the field label. So for example, ManyChat, I will just create a new one, user ID. The length is, for example, 32 characters. It's less than that, but just to be a little on the safe side, I will just use 32. Description, this is a ManyChat user ID. And it's not required. I'm not setting it up as unique because maybe the same lead comes in twice. Then you click next. And this is everything where you want to use it. I just keep all the defaults there. Click next and save. And now you can see there is this other one, and the actual value that you need is this API name, which is the one you use in your ManyChat flowbuilder action. So that's it. I can edit this and check that it is an external ID. It's from an external system, so I forgot to click that in the initial setup. So I just save this. And as you can see, it is now marked as external. This is all there is to it. Just remember, you need the API name to use inside your ManyChat flowbuilder action settings.